Once upon a time, during the reign of a king named Brahmadatta in the city of Varanasi, goddess Kusati got pregnant with Bodhisattva the Great. He was named Vesaturu. He was named Vesaturu because he was born on Vishnu Street. There was also a white baby elephant born to him. Eventually, he became the king who was willing to serve his kingdom. The whole country was blessed with his marriage. While Vesantara Mahaniridhane was ruling the country slowly and righteously, the white elephant who came to his aid as a remedy for the drought in Kalingu country graciously gave it to the ministers who came from Kalingu country. The enraged people of the country told the king of Saddhamaha to deport Vesantara Niridun at the moment. He departed along with his wife, Prince Jalia and Krishna Jina.
No, Lord, my two children, and I am coming with you. We are not allowing you to go alone.
Then come with me, but you will have to suffer a lot.
Never mind, my lord. The palace would lose happiness once you leave.
Leaving all the pleasure behind until their family come to the Vankagiriya forest.
Brother, look, the trees are full of mangoes and other fruits.
Yes, yes, this is unbelievably beautiful, sister.
Come, children, we must hide.
Yes, father.
So they went to that magnificent forest called Vankagiri with the hope of living as an enchanted family together. During their pilgrimage, the forest itself acted as a canopy to protect the family from the scorching sun, and the trees stretched their branches to offer delicious nourishment. Thus all went well as an offering to their virtue of charity. But one day, an old person came to their hermitage while Mantri Devi gone out to search for some food, and Jali and Krishna Jina were playing very near without knowing what was happening.
I saw two kids playing there. Are those kids yours?
Yes, of course, Brahmin. Those are my benevolent children.
I am searching for two child slaves at a request of my dear wife, who is all like me, to help with the household things. Will you allow me to bring them with me?
They are my precious children. If you ask, I can't say no. Take them with you and please take care of them gently.
My dear Jali and Krishna Jina, come to me. Both of you have to go with this grandfather to help his wife and share your love with them.
At once, King Vesantara, who is widely known for his Danaparamita, donated his two loving children to the old person, remaking the virtue of charity.
Father, no, father, please don't give us. Don't you love us, father? How can we live without our parents?
Can we wait for the arrival of our mother? Please, father, she will miss us. King Vasanta tried several times to convince the Brahmin to change his mind, but he kept begging for the two children. The children, who did not want to leave, glued to the feet of their father, but finally they agreed to do what the Brahmin had asked from their dear father. After that, Mantri Devi returned back from the forest and searched for her children.
My dear husband, do you know where my children are? I brought these delicious fruits and roots gathered from the forest for them to eat, but I found the hermitage empty.
King Vesantara was silent and let her search for her children till the next day morning. After she seemed helpful, he narrated the story. But surprisingly, Mantri Devi praised Vesantara's great act of Danasil.
Oh, my dear Mantra Devi, I know that you will change your life into river of tears. I know the greatness of charity. I donated them to an old man to help his wife. Just now they have departed. They will have better life there.
Oh, I'm surprised with your great act of Danasila. If you can sacrifice your beloved children for the sake of Dana Paramita, I too can bear my tears and become the pillar to your aim.
Meanwhile, in the heavens, Shakradev, the lord of the world, had seen the great act of Vesantara too. He was surprised and decided to visit the hermitage to test the strength of desire to donate. He begged for his wife.
Oh, I should go down and check this man's high virtue of charity. I need to make sure that he can give up his most valuable person in his life.
I beg you for your wife, as she is the most delicate creature I have ever seen. Please give her to me, and you shall have all the merits in Sansara.
Yesterday, I gave away my two children, and now, if you demand, I can't say no, because I know the greatness of charity.
I will follow my husband's desires, perfecting his path for the enlightenment.
Shakra was pleased by the powerfulness of charity of King Vesantara and immediately revealed his identity as a god and returned Mantri Devi back to her husband. Not only that, he brought back Jalia and Krishnajina from their salvation. So they reunited for the sake of power of Danasil. A large gathering to celebrate Vesantara's selfless giving was held. In this story, we can learn the quality of generosity from the life of Bodhisattva. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.